around.
Just show up whenever.
He's a wizard.
You're
he
a
shows
lizard,
up
Harry.
when he wants to show up.
You're a lizard,
Why can't I
Tara.
just see this damn? Hey everybody, welcome to the pre-show. This is where we talk about what we're gonna do on the show. I've had like 4 scotches.
Scotch.
Scotch. I love scotch. Here it goes in my belly. Yum, yum, yum. But yeah, I'm sharing out the show right now. So Dave, please keep everyone entertained while I do this.
Hey, so I had a really fun week last week, especially Thursday, because I stopped by a local Target and I found a Masters of the Universe, Masterverse 40th anniversary He-Man figure in the wild. I was not expecting to find one.
Nice.
And then I look over, and in the Masters of the Universe Origin section, they had the 20X, the 2000 or the 20X, the 2000X version of the Origin Skeletor. They had Montana from the Evil Horde, and they had Pighead from Sunman.
Man, I have no fucking clue any of the words you're saying right now.
And I was like, damn, I can only buy one.
Nice.
I was like, shit. I was like, I was not expecting to find the He-Man, so I got the He-Man. But I was like Montana from the Evil Horde. You know, I've got like, I think now 3-4 figures if you count Grizzlor, the special cell Grizzlor that's coming.
Yeah.
And
is this how we it's Taylor's
for the Horde. So I think there's like one more guy.
Oh, Andy made it. This guy Andy. Just going on about Mo 2, okay? Just keep going on about the Mo 2.
I had
and there would be something.
Like, Masters of the Universe.
Right? There's way too much He-Man shit. Okay, there was in the 80s, there is now. It's way too fucking
There is literally
a lot.
There are literally 3 concurrent toy lines.
Yeah, dude.
For Masters of the Universe.
Way too much. G.I. Joe has 2, maybe 2.5 if you want to count the card back Walmart classified shit. I don't, but anyway. That's way too much, dude. That's way too much. It's way too much. Well, hey, everybody. This is the part of the show where we talk about what we're going to do on the show. This week, it's easy. Previews. We're talking about all the new books coming out this week. Andy's already stopped by. I mean, we're just killing it. I watched a Nolan Ryan documentary before the show, which has me just pumped, ready to throw strikes. Anybody else do anything? Anything worth mentioning? Anything at all? Dave, book of the week last week. 1 pick. Go.
I really enjoyed Masquerade, number 2.
I didn't even read it. Let's do the show. Taylor's like, man.
Got it in just fast enough for you to shit all over David's pick.
I had to choose at least one, right?
You don't think anybody will watch that garbage?
Some people will watch anything, Scarlet.
Man, I had a shitty Monday. My kid was up till like 2 o'clock in the morning. Past 2 o'clock. I didn't go to sleep till like 2.
Oh, I hope it gets better for you.
Well, she had a week off because of the holidays. The fall holidays. Greetings, geek. Welcome back. It is another episode of This Geek and Comics Outbreak Geekery's comic book shit talk show.
Shit talk show!
Gomer Taylor David doing the previews show. Anything anybody want to talk about? Anything at all? Anything?
Where it is here, apparently Harrison Ford is going to be the new Thunderbolt Ross. And
yeah, I heard some beef about that because, they won't recast T'Challa, but they'll cross this. I'm like, well, that's not really the same thing. Anyway, they better hurry up with that shooting. That dude's pushing fucking – he's old as hell already.
He is.
It's not like Disney does not possess the technology to
they
basically do William Hurt, CGI William Hurt.
That's what we need in this country, a CGI William Hurt.
Man, I don't want think we're ready as a society yet to just have digital actors in all of our movies. You know,
I think we're there. I already
We're
think
Star
we're
Trek
there.
holodeck there, baby.
Can we do
are
it? Sure.
there.
Should we do it? No. That's
We
weird.
are there.
I mean,
that's what
there
we
are
should
new
be doing.
there are new AI art programs that are putting
I
out
am
some
completely
pretty
conceding the
nut
point
stuff
that we
right
could
now.
do it if we wanted to.
But we
I'm
shouldn't.
saying we shouldn't want to.
Listen to this old school traditionalist Shakespearean motherfucker. He's like, we need real actors.
I'm just waiting for the first robot
standing
actor.
in front of green screens that will be projected with computers.
I'm just waiting for the real legit first robot actor.
Yeah.
AI.
But Harrison
everything.
Ford, man, that dude old. It ain't who shot first. It's wait, did I bring a blaster? Where did I put my blaster? Is my blaster here?
Where
He
did I
might
park
have
the
to
Falcon?
start. Depending on where they go with these things, they might end up having him like CGI, like some Hulk fighting. You know,
Oh, they're gonna have to definitely
if
they're
he's going to
going
be
Red
Red Hulk,
Hulk.
you know.
If they're going Red Hulk, which again, as comic book fans, the dumbest fucking thing ever. Not the idea of the Red Hulk, the way they did it.
The biggest grift in comic books.
Oh, easily the biggest grift at Marvel by far. But
man, do you think they thought a few issues in it's people are guessing too readily who this is, so we got to do a shitty fake out to try to throw people off the scent?
It wasn't even shitty. Dan Slott just straight up lied.
Yeah.
The very first question he was asked in the first interview after the first issue dropped, is it General Ross? He bold-faced lied. No, it's not General Ross.
Wasn't it Jeff Loeb?
Oh, maybe it was Loeb. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
it was Loeb. Yeah, you're right.
Man, you're impugning Dan Slott's good name.
I know I did. Poor
Innocent
guy.
of this.
There's so many other reasons to beef with Dan Slott. So
this ain't one of them.
Anyway, we're changing it up. We're not doing the DC first. Why? Because the DC ain't even DC first anymore. Okay, it's Scout, it's Oni, it's a whole bunch of other comic book companies. We're not doing that anymore.
One-stop shopping.
One-stop shopping over at Diamond. If the book isn't sold by Diamond, it ain't a book worth buying. That's probably not true at all. But
Man, you are shilling hard for Diamond right now.
Well, it's hard to break those old habits. It's hard.
Yeah.
So, okay, these books are dropping this week on Wednesday. If you see something, say something. If you're in the chat, if you want to talk about a book that is on the list, we will even go back because of the delay in the stream and talk about that book. Just let us know. What are you pulling this week?
You're swimming against the current, Gomer.
Oh, fucking A, Andy. That is the book I can't wait to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get there, buddy.
That is the
Hold
book.
on. Bone Orchard. Above Snakes, it's solid. It's not my cup of tea. But Bone Orchard, first issue getting a second printing. Way out of the ordinary for Image Comics.
Not out of the ordinary.
It is, dude. 8 billion. They made an announcement that said they were no longer doing that.
They have a whole entire series where they're basically reprinting the Walking Dead.
That's different. That's greatest hits. Totally Image first is what they call it. Totally different. But anyway, yes, the Bone Orchard mythos, Black Feathers #2, Jeff Lemire, Andrea Sorrentino, the best team in comics right now. Number 1 on my list is the second book on the list. I cannot wait for this to drop. I cannot wait to get my hands on this. It's Jeff Lemire, it's Andrea Sorrentino, it's horror, and it's fucking October. So I don't know what else you can ask for. Just an amazing fucking book. Martin Simmons from over there at Department of Truth getting a variant cover. Pick that book up. It's fantastic. All right, moving on to every fucking thing else. Deadliest Bouquet, kind of disappointing. Had a fun premise. Golden Girls meets some Tarantino style stuff.
That sounds more like Golden Rage.
Yeah, this had its elements though. This had some elements, right?
Elephants.
It had some elephants. Deadly Class number 56. Worth mentioning why it's the series finale.
Because there's 8 printings of this cover.
Yeah, this book has had a TV show since it's gone on. The TV show's been canceled since it's gone on. The TV show has been shopped around 8 months after it got canceled. People were like, oh no, this show is actually really good. And no movement on there yet. But finally ending. It's been so fun. I want to say it's kind of like Harry Potter, but a school for criminals in the 90s. But that really doesn't do it justice. I really wish Adam was here because this was a book that he
Adam
stuck
loved
with.
this book.
Yeah,
Yes.
he stuck with this from beginning to end. And yeah, a lot of covers for this finale. A lot of great artists want to get involved in this book, before it finally ends because it's just, that damn good. Not much else from Image Comics this week. Gunslinger Spawn. It wouldn't be a week
your
of Image.
obligatory
Shirtless
Spawn book.
Bear Fighter.
No, there's some good books, but there's nothing like, if you are not reading Shirtless Bear Fighter, you're not just going to pick it up because we say, oh, hey, go ahead and read Shirtless Bear Fighter. Maybe you will, but you've missed the boat. The boat's gone. Mark 3D is a fun little book. Just reprinting a book now in 3D with the glasses and shit. Nita Hall's Nightmare Blog, definitely good. Did I say something wrong again? Am I slurring my speech?
We were arguing earlier about the whole reprinting stuff, and they reprint something in 3D.
But that's different. It's not a reprint. It's not it's
a special edition
reprint. Yeah. Public Domain #5, great book by the inarguable greatest comic book writer on the planet. By default, if you're writing Batman, you're the most popular, comic book writer on the planet. But yeah, Shirtless Bear Fighter, Silver Coin, which is actually being written by Michael Walsh this week, this month's issue, which is a little bit of a takeaway from him. He's been the artist on this anthology book with a different writer every issue, but now he's actually taken over the reins and writing his own. And Walking Dead Deluxe, the recolored reprints, I guess actually colored, not recolored, reprints of The Walking Dead, because it wouldn't be a week at Image Comics
without Walking Dead or Spawn.
That's right.
Or both in this case.
Or both. Moving on to Boom.
Savage Dragon.
Yeah, no Savage Dragon this week. I haven't seen an image of Savage Dragon in a while.
I haven't seen a Savage Dragon in a while, yeah.
Yeah. So Firefly is good. Eve, Children of the Moon. This has been a good franchise now with this first issue of the second series. It's basically what is the world that we're leaving for our children in terms of the apocalypse that is dooming us all. But yeah, it's pretty good book. Pretty good book. And this is the second, volume of that. So
definitely on my pickup list this week.
Yeah, second printing from Boom for Stuff of Nightmares, and then James Tynion, Wind Thrown in the Sky #3 gets us over halfway on that volume, which is the follow-up to the first volume.
Yep.
Dark Horse, Mignola. I mean, I could say the same thing about Dark Horse when it comes to Mignola. If it wasn't a Mignola book that week, it wouldn't feel like a week at Dark Horse. But we do get Hellboy in Love.
Hellboy in Love.
That sounds so weird. But I'm for it. We got Matt Smith doing art. Christy Golden actually doing the writing here. Mike Mignola's just overseeing everything.
Yeah, he's
Hellboy
got a universe
gets a girlfriend
together.
Yeah, Hellboy gets a girlfriend.
Again.
Good for him.
Again. What a playa. He's a playa. Parasomnia, Dreaming God. This is Owen Bunn's latest horror franchise. Good for him. Andy said The Eve, The Children is on his list. Good job. That's a good book. The first volume was great, dude. It was a whole lot of fun. But yeah, Colin Bunn and horror go hand in hand, and it's that time of year. But the big book over at Dark Horse this week, Shaolin Cowboy.
Book at Dark Horse this week.
Cruel to Be Kin,
Shaolin
#6.
Cowboy.
Man, it's so dope.
I don't know. I don't know how he could top last issue.
Oh man, he's gonna. You know he's gonna.
But I really wish I could get some of these other covers. I really hope I can. I love this series.
Yeah, great series. Really a whole lot of fun. Just weird. It's Jeff Darrow being Jeff Darrow. That's all you need.
Jeff Darrow has been a staple at Dark Horse Comics for as long as I've been collecting Dark Horse Comics.
Yeah. Great book. Moving on to IDW, we do get Crashing #2, which is basically about a nurse who's like a superhero nurse, but it's less about her job and more about her life.
Her making bad decisions and drug addictions.
She makes a lot of bad decisions. It's got some Nurse Jackie vibes to it.
Yeah, that's definitely how that feels. Nurse Jackie.
It's pretty good though. It wasn't bad. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, $2.99, counting down to the record-breaking #300. Really excited to show off that cover next month. More excited to
300's
find out.
officially their last issue at IDW, right?
It is. 300 is the last issue. Andy's chimed in, run up to 300. They have a record-breaking cover with a whole bunch of characters on that cover. I cannot wait to track that one down. I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun. But it is sad to see it go. End of an era at IDW. I'm really excited to see where this franchise is going next. But, yeah, what are you going to say? Larry Hama, the godfather of G.I. Joe. You know, he literally created Cobra. Hasbro brought him the idea for G.I. Joe. And he's like, well, who do they fight? And Hasbro had no fucking idea who they fought. Larry Hama came up with the idea, like right there on the spot for Cobra. So I will show off the Transformers one-shot for Grimlock, even though it's a little bit of a takeaway. We love these Biggie covers, but Grimlock's more known as his dinosaur.
Yeah, I was about to say, I would have rather have seen Grimlock in his dino form than in his bot form here.
Yeah, it makes me think Biggie really doesn't have any idea what he's doing. And
I wouldn't go that far.
Someone just forgot to tell him. No, this is a gorgeous cover. I'm just saying they probably just said, "Hey, give us a Grimlock cover too," and he's like, "Okay." And he
it was probably more than like
Grimlock, and was
he's
like,
done all the others as
It's like a
their
minimalist
bot forms.
Grimlock.
But
he
like,
could have done minimalist in the dinosaur mode.
Yeah,
though.
if you're gonna show Optimus Prime, you're not showing him as the Mack truck. But if you are showing Grimlock, he probably should be the Raptor. You know?
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
So Grimlock's an oddball here, and it just kind of makes for a weird cover here.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if I didn't know, like, if I didn't see that on the name and you just like put this face in front of me, I'd actually have a hard time remembering this was Grimlock.
Oh, not me, but I'm a different sort of fan.
Well, I know you because you're Mr. Transformers, but like,
yeah, he's much
someone who's more casual than I recognize him in his dino form. I do not recognize him so much here.
Thank you. 100% agree, Taylor. And then they got this True Cult. True Cult. It's been all right. One of the lesser of the.
It's not what I was expecting. It was not what I was expecting.
Yeah, me neither. It's like Clerks meets. I don't even know what it meets.
Clerks.
It's weird. It's weird, dude.
Clerks
it's
meets
weird.
the Book of
How do you say that?
True
Cult?
Clerk. True Cult.
Okay.
Okay,
so these are used. Whatever.
I don't know, bro.
It's Clerks meets the Book of Mormon.
Okay, that's fair. All right, moving on to DC Comics for the first time in our new way we're doing things. Aquaman Andromeda #3. Been off my radar since the first issue, and I really think it's been a while since issue 2 came out. Art's great. Christian Ward is killing it. Ram V knows what he's doing, but I don't know. I just wasn't having a good time with this first issue. It looked really good. Anybody else read this? Nothing?
Nah, I haven't been on this one.
Sorry.
Batman Knight #10. This is Chip Zdarsky's other Batman book that he got before he actually got the Batman deal. I'm happy this is over. Nobody needs 2 Batman books. Nobody.
Well, yeah, not for
no matter how cool you are.
I don't care how cool you are.
Yeah. Especially ones that have like nothing to do with each other.
Mm-hmm. Andy bringing up another one-shot for Batman. Which is I guess he's talking about this one, the one bad day.
Yeah, they're making his way through all the rogues gallery.
Yeah.
You know?
This one is John Ridley writing, who has a great week this week, actually, who's writing The Penguin. I'm anxious to see that. I love John Ridley. I follow everything he does. Giuseppe Camuncoli, amazing. So, yeah, dude, I'm definitely reading this. The Riddler one was okay for what it was. The Two-Face one was a little bit worse than the Riddler one. But yeah, I'm all over this. Book. I'm gonna check that out. Black Adam #5 continues that run. Catwoman 48. We do get a Tula Lotte cover for this one. Much sought after. Very nice.
Oh, it's easy to see why.
Yeah, just beautiful cover there. Dark Crisis, Young Justice, the only Dark Crisis book that I just have not touched. Not even thought about picking it up. So DC Vampires or versus Vampires All Out War continues. War of the Undead Gods I think is worth touching on, especially this homage cover. This old throwback looking cover. It's just really rad. I don't know what it is about this. I love the look.
Man, that is a 90s ass looking cover. Yeah.
That is the X-Men cover. X-Men
It does
number
feel like
1.
that, dude. Yeah,
No,
it
it
feels
is.
like
Yeah, they do have Superman doing the Cyclops blast there.
Oh, okay, yeah, this is a cover to X-Men.
It's
Okay,
even got the
Dave.
font.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that cover. Tom Taylor doing what he does best. Stuff in DC that is outside the DC universe, you know. Injustice is probably the most famous one. Deceased is really good, but then his whole Game of Thrones, what the hell is that called?
Dark Knights of Steel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dark
Dark
Knights of
Knights of
Steel.
Steel.
It's so rad, man. So I hope he gets another one of these announced early next year. You know, not Deceased, but something like this that's outside of the normal, continuity.
I mean, yeah, Tom Taylor is.
Yeah.
They give him the shittiest ideas, and he spins them into gold.
Oh man.
He
Duo
is a
number
veritable
6.
comic book Rumpelstiltskin.
He really is. Duo number 6, been a fantastic book, sort of.
Been a really good book for the Milestone universe.
Yeah, dude, it's been
Really
really
nice
really
addition.
good. Yeah, just that's the best way to put it, Dave. Just a nice addition to everything else that they've already got going on that was already established in the 90s. It's cool that they can still establish new things in the same way that Milestone just establishes stuff, new characters and new ideas. So, yeah, really, really good book. Fables continues. Flash 787. I know Taylor's going to be all over this. One of his favorite
Yep,
books.
left
over
me
there
my
right
Flash
now.
book.
It looks like this is out of Dark Crisis,
Yeah, looks like it.
and we're gonna have a wrestling theme here. I'm cool with that. It looks like he's asking me for the tag in. I love that. I love
Well,
that.
yeah,
so much.
Gomer, get in there. Take
Get
on
in
that
there.
weird purple
I'm gonna
guy.
get my ass kicked. Swanton bomb off the
Dude,
top
the
rope.
Flash needs your.
This is the one time your hair will come to life and help you.
Yeah, right. So yeah, Flash, then Flashpoint Beyond finally wrapping up. We have not heard the end of this story. It's going to keep on going. Yeah, Flash has been okay, but it's been consistently okay. And that's hard to do for a book that's like The Flash, Andy. Andy commenting about The Flash. So
I mean, yeah, it's
he's
nothing.
right.
It's
but
definitely not one of their top tier books,
No,
but
not at all.
it's sweet and heartfelt, and I love the family dynamic. It's a consistently good book month after month.
It's everything it feels like Flash needs to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. My pick over at DC this week is GCPD Blue Wall. Yep, again, John Ridley having a hell of a week.
I am actually going to pick this up.
Yeah, dude, I'm all over this. This is like
it's like a Gotham Central from back in the day.
Kinda. Yeah. It's Renee Montoya back in the day dealing with a crisis. Yeah, I'm all over this, dude. Especially John Ridley dealing with police and how that sort of shit works. He's always writes relevant stuff, socially relevant things, and I can't wait to see his take on the Gotham City Police Department. Yeah, man. Number 1 on my list from DC this week, easily. It's also got a Francavilla cover. Very rare thing over at DC Comics to get a Francavilla cover nowadays. So, and it's beautiful. It's perfect.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, man. Moving on, Harley animated. I Am Batman, John Ridley's 3rd book coming out this week. Just saying he has a very nice week this week. And I've been enjoying I Am Batman very much. Nightwing 97, probably the best cover coming out of DC this week. I mean, oh my gosh.
Oh God, that is fantastic.
Man, that is so cool, dude.
Man, doing the silhouette with the city on them superimposed, that's
great
That's
idea.
genuinely brilliant. And yeah, even beyond, like, Nightwing is one of their top tier books for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely, it'll be interesting to see because we're finally able to, like, start a new story, which the old story has been going for a while and it's been a lot of fun, but we got an interesting new plot line to follow, especially looks like this is going to be like a Babs and Dick issue,
Yeah, I'm hoping so. But yeah, with the whole Blockbuster getting his heart taken out by Heartbreaker or whatever the fuck that dude's name is.
I forget his name, but I'm sure we'll be reminded of it soon.
You always forget his name too. It's Heartbreaker or Heartstealer, Heartthrob, something like that. Something like
Heartless? I don't know.
It's something like that. Andy chiming in. Yep, amazing cover. Nathan, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, RIP G4 TV. Dude, don't get me started. I'm old as fuck. I remember when G4 TV was still Tech TV with Leo Laporte and the fucking screensaver.
Oh, yeah.
Fix my
Oh, Lord.
computer. Okay, so
Man,
yeah,
they announced the G4 thing, but then I didn't kind of notice when it started, and now it's already gone. That's kind of a
yeah. A
shame.
lot of people
Adam
were like, "Yeah, I had
Sessler?
no fucking idea it was even back." What do you mean R.I.P.? Yeah,
Adam
well, that's why.
Sessler's Twitter
Yeah,
today
Adam Sessler.
has been on fire. He had
Yeah.
like the best comeback on somebody today. He's like, he was like, the guy was like making fun of him, and he said, "Your mom," and the guy
Yeah.
replied back, and he said, "Well, I guess I could buy a politician and then change the whole policy in your city so that it just reflects your mom." It was just like, oh, I'm like paraphrasing, but it was delicious.
You did not do a good job
You
paraphrasing.
did not. You did not.
I
do
can go
good.
find. I can get the actual.
No,
quote.
it's okay. It's okay.
No, we're good.
But his whole Twitter has just been fire.
People trolling him for his show getting canceled.
People are trolling him because the person that in this particular instance was trolling him because he was like, Adam Sessler is one of the reasons why the G4 reboot failed.
Oh, whatever. Lame. Anyway, Refrigerator Full of Heads, great for the season. Really good horror coming out of DC Comics. Rogues #4 finishes up this Black Label book that follows a bunch of Flash rogues in retirement who go and try to pull off a really, one last heist. It's been good. You know, Joshua Williamson writing the fuck out of this book, man. It seems like it's just been like a labor of love for him. Like, he's got this great idea and DC let him do it. So he's really putting his all.
I knew reading that first issue was going to hook you because it's shitting all over late stage capitalism. And
it really does, man. It really does. It really sucked me in. It was speaking to a specific audience. Titans Blood Pack, and then a couple of Wonder Woman trades. Honestly, the George Perez Wonder Woman Omnibus, it's $100, but wow.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those things where, like, if you don't already have it, you should definitely give this at least a second look.
It's 25 issues of awesome, dude.
Yeah.
And presented in just the most. I bet it's so beautiful. I bet all the covers.
First and foremost, it's George Perez, but then also, like, this was where a lot of the iconic imagery of Wonder Woman and Themyscira got solidified. You know?
Mostly Themyscira.
Yeah.
Yeah, Themyscira was basically defined in this Perez run for always, forever and always. Yeah. Good call. Good call, man. All right, there's your DC books this week. Moving on to the House of Ideas. Alien #2. I wasn't really thrilled with the first one. Alien is just kind of done for me, you know.
Well, Marvel Comics Alien is kind of meh.
What else can you do?
Dude,
this right
the
here,
vast majority of Alien as a franchise across all media, the vast majority of it is disposable, forgettable, or outright bad.
Yeah,
there has been some pretty good ones that did.
Oh yeah, I mean, it got to be a big thing for a reason because Alien and Aliens, but everything since then, except for like a video game or a comic run here or there, the overwhelming majority of it is nothing special.
It's garbage.
But this is but what this particular storyline is that they basically assembled a synthetics Suicide Squad to retrieve some kind of technology that would help humans terraform planets, and the place it's located is infested with aliens.
Oh, so they're trying to run and gun, run in, run out, capture the tag.
Because the theory in the story is that the aliens don't pay much heed to synthetics.
Oh,
and
okay.
So basically, these synthetics have been Are
they Wayland-Yutani synthetics?
Yeah,
they are synthetics that have basically stopped interacting with human society, and the military found them and said that if you do this, we will give all synthetics under the jurisdiction of the United Governments full citizenship. So like there's some pretty high stakes stuff going on in this.
Yeah. Oh man, I didn't. Yeah, I only read the first issue. I didn't care for it.
That was all in the first issue.
I didn't care for it. I must have missed that. Maybe I just thumbed through it. A great Gary Frank cover here, though. By the way.
Oh yeah.
Just saying. Moving on, Avengers 61. Getting to the end of Jason Aaron's run here, but holy shit, this cover looks so fucking dope.
Man, that is a very Jason Aaron cover.
It is, man. Just so much shit.
It's a fucking Star Brand crocodile or whatever the hell that is.
It looked like a dinosaur, but something like that. But yeah, very cool. the only thing I can say about this, I am anxious to see Aaron's run end. I just am. It
Well-
has not been my favorite run of Avengers. Very low.
I've been enjoying it quite a lot. I really
Yeah.
like the whole like, let's throw the toys in the toy box and just see where they land type of approach he's been having. And yeah, I am anxious to see this big epic finale we're supposed to be building into.
Yeah. Nice Ramos Miracle Man cover. If you're into the Miracle Man covers, I mean, it is a Humberto Ramos, which
Humberto Ramos is rad, and that's a good looking
so
cover.
amazing.
I don't
But
give
why?
a shit about Miracle Man.
Me neither, dude. We're going to talk about Miracle Man more in a minute. Symbol of Truth number 6, probably the second best Captain America book right now, which sucks because there's only 2.
Yeah.
But it's
I would say
great,
the
dude.
art in here is always stellar.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
hoping we can get
Igara's
away-
murdering it. Look
Yeah.
at that. Look at that design choice he made with just showing this part of the head.
Yeah.
Just genius fucking shit, man.
The only thing I would say about this book is I want it to trust its own storytelling enough to not be relying on cameos so much.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm liking the story so far, but like we've had like this is what the 6th issue. We've had 2 issues with Deadpool, an issue with Doctor Doom, well, an issue in like a page, and like 2
all
issues
kinds
with
of
Black
Wakanda.
Panther. You know,
All kinds of Wakanda shit. And the Wakanda shit actually fits in with the story, but it doesn't feel like it's part of the story. It feels like it's that Deadpool and Doctor Doom shit where they're injecting it in there to try to be, I don't know, more relevant, more mainstream to the comic reader. You don't need it. Sam is fucking relevant. Just give me a Sam story and be fucking, hey, shut up with all that.
yeah,
other
we
nonsense.
don't. I wish they had waited to get an arc under their belt before they started throwing in the cameos.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. A real fun land shark. You know, Jeff the land shark cover for some reason.
Oh yeah. Well, Jeff's so
why.
fun.
Yeah,
Jeff's cute.
fun. Jeff's fun.
I like this better than the Miracle Man covers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Carnage number 7. We don't talk about this book because we're not really symbiote guys, but this is a Ram V Carnage horror book, and it really feels like we should be reading this and talking about this more.
Well, I mean,
may have
2
to go
out of
back
the
and check
3.
this out.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 of the ingredients there are really good. Ram V and horror. That's like right in its wheelhouse. But
I hate.
Yeah,
Carnage.
I don't give a fuck about Carnage.
Yeah, dude. I barely give a fuck about Venom, and Carnage feels like Venom Jr. You know, like, why do I care?
Maybe it's one of those things where, like, it's kind of like the Rick and Morty effect for me, where, like, the fans ruin it for me more than anything else. Like, people who are, like, really into Carnage, not the type of people I want to hang out with.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. Nice Mongo cover there. And again, a Miracle Man cover. Carnage does not need a fucking Miracle Man cover, Marvel Comics. This is dumb as hell. This is the dumbest thing ever. This is so dumb. That's so stupid. It just is. Why?
You don't know.
Anyway.
It's like them doing like the Predator and Alien covers for.
Those were okay. Wolverine taking on a Predator, that was dope as hell.
I mean, that sounds cool, and at least I understand there it's them pimping out that, like, you know, we own these rights now.
Yeah.
Which I guess they're pimping out that they own these rights now, so I guess it's really the exact same thing, but
I guess.
I don't know. Miracle Man is somebody that only, like, really hardcore comic historians, I think, even, like, care about in the first place.
Yeah, dude, you got to be a really big comic nerd to give a fuck about Miracle Man.
The publication history is way more fascinating than the actual character.
It is. Andy chiming in. Carnage is okay, but it's more on the slasher horror and the story is secondary. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's all about the gore and stuff. I don't want that. Crypt of Shadows number 1. This is kind of an anthology with the various, various artists here. But it's their Halloween, the big.
Yeah, it's
the
spooky characters doing the spooky stories, and Wolverine for some reason.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing. All the spooky characters, and then Wolverine.
You could throw either of the Wolverines into like a horror story, and they wouldn't be out of place, but they're not like Moon Knight or Elsa Bloodstone there.
Yeah, if you have some horror shit going on, you want a Wolverine hanging out with you.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say no.
Of course, yeah. So I'm definitely picking that up. I love those sorts of things, especially from Marvel. I mean, I hate to say it because he just gets such a bad rap now, but this is a dope Morbius cover, dude. This is Ryan.
That's pretty
Stegman.
cool.
doing a Morbius cover. Now I know Morbius gets a bad rap because of the movie. Morbius is a cool character. He is.
I would.
I mean, Morbius
is like other cover.
Morbius is one of those like late stage Spider-Man villains who's like kind of trying too hard with the concept. Like, oh, he's all angsty. He's a vampire, but not really, you know.
Well, he came up in that animated series too. I think that's really where a lot of people know him from.
Well, that being said, my hot take of the year is that the Morbius movie wasn't that
I enjoyed it.
It wasn't good, but like it was at least as good as Venom. And there seemed to be fans of that, Venom. You know?
The only Venom I have seen is at the end of that fucking Spider-Man movie. I have not seen either of the Venom movies yet.
You can skip them. Honestly, Morbius is better than most movies. I want to see them
just so if I know it's true, but you know about how shitty they are.
Man, but, it's on Netflix.
I enjoyed Morbius. Matt Smith is in that, right?
Matt Smith chewing the scenery was the best part of that movie for
Matt Smith is easily the best part of that fucking movie, man. He was great in
What a year Matt Smith is having, you know?
Dude, for sure. Now he's in that. He's in Game of Thrones, right?
He's in the House of Dragons.
Yeah, dude, he's killing it.
And he seems like a genuinely nice guy, too. So
exactly. Yeah, but it's great because in Morbius, he comes off as the biggest douchebag ever.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
All right, so this is now a Morbius podcast.
Morbius, the Morbid. It's Morbid time, the podcast.
No, for real. Let's do something else.
Dark Ages gets collected. The only reason we talk about this is because this is most likely
for Tom Taylor,
the last book Tom Taylor will ever do at Marvel Comics. He might come back. You never know. It was a good one to go out on. Oh, it was so much fun. I had such a good time with this. Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man. You have to help me here, Taylor. This is kind of like the third part of a trilogy of Spider-Man books that started with, what were the name of those fucking books? Remember?
I'm drawing a blank here.
Was Savage in there?
There was Savage Spider-Man, but I don't think this has anything to do with that. It's not the same creative team.
I thought it was kind of
that was related. Joe Kelly was the one writing those. So this is Taboo and B. Earl.
And B. Earl from the from some band. What's the name of the band?
Oh, right. Those are the guys from Black Eyed Peas, right?
The Black Eyed Peas. But Juan Ferreira is really the reason to buy this because the art looks like an MC Escher fucking fever dream. This split in these pages just doesn't do it any justice at all. It's so gorgeous. Look at the depth to the city he's got under there. But then this final, couple of pages, he just gets into this MC Escher looking. What the fuck? Is this a Spider-Man book?
This might be worth picking up as an art book, but...
Oh, I'm getting it.
It's Halloween,
Yeah, oh, exactly, dude. It feels like it's that sort of thing. Andy chimed in on Venom. The only problem with the Venom movies is in the second one, they make Woody Harrelson look intimidating.
Impossible.
Yeah, you can't make Woody look intimidating, man. You can't make him look intimidating. He's got to look cute. Even when he's intimidating, if he's not hunting for Twinkies, it just doesn't work. But
that's the only time he was kind of intimidating.
Nah, dude, he was in something else that he was intimidating.
The Natural Born Killers?
Yeah, Natural Born Killers. I can't believe that didn't just immediately pop in my brain. But yeah, but even in that, it's like, man.
Oh, and of course he's downright terrifying and White Men Can't Jump.
I was about to say, man.
No.
But yeah, Natural Born Killers. We get a great cover here for this Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I guess this is supposed to be like the Demon Bear behind him.
Looks like it, yeah.
It's weird, but man, I love the Demon Bear.
Is he like hanging from his nose, or?
Yeah, it's like a booger.
Yeah, that does look like he's on like a big old snot strand from the Demon Bear.
So weird. It's so weird.
Great art, but weird, like
very weird
web placement there.
Yeah, very weird. All right, Defenders Beyond. I mentioned this because Al Ewing, Javier Rodriguez. I know Taylor's buying this up. Man, look at it. Blue Marvel going to save JFK. What the hell?
Ah, man.
This book.
I mean, this is a great book for the art alone, and I really do enjoy all the like meta commentary shit that Al Ewing's throwing into everything.
Nice. Not much else from Marvel. Iron Man 24, Midnight Suns #2. First issue I didn't care for. It felt like too all ages for me. I wanted a little bit better Midnight Suns in terms of the violence and and the play there, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Miracle Man Silver Age, Neil Gaiman, Mark Buckingham. Wow, you think with a team like that, this would be on everyone's list? I cannot pass on this hard enough. I don't give a fuck about Miracle Man. I just don't.
Are these just like the reprints?
It doesn't feel that way. Neil Gaiman and Mark
I think
Buckingham's
Neil
unfinished
Gaiman
storyline.
Neil Gaiman made a story back in the day called The Golden Age, I think, and so this one's The Silver Age, is like a sequel to that.
Yeah, this says remastered with stunning new artwork by Mark Buckingham.
Okay.
Including original material presented in '85. I can't pass on that shit hard enough. Bunch of covers. Jimenez, Noto, Sprouse, you know, all the big names. Moving on, Moon Knight number 16, Predator number 3. Predator's actually been okay.
Yeah, Predator's been pretty good.
Yeah, I've been enjoying this arc. A bunch of Conan stuff as Marvel loses the license for that. And then Gene Luen Yang's Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings number 4. Marcus Toe doing the art here.
So
great.
We're 3 issues out from them giving this yet another name. But yeah, I mean, this has consistently been a lot of fun. The Gene Luen Yang Shang-Chi runs, I guess I can say now.
Yeah, it feels like it all should be
It's so
one
weird.
run,
It is. It really is.
weird.
But like they keep renaming the book every time it finishes an arc or two.
Yeah, I don't understand it either.
It's the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl.
I mean, they did that with Squirrel Girl.
No, David,
Not
they
as
did
much.
that once with Squirrel Girl. They
But
had
they
one
did, but not
read
to this
number
extent.
1.
Yeah, but not
They've
to the
done this
extent.
like 5 times.
It's
This
at least 4. It is at least 4 times.
That is
I can
not
name
an
all
apt
4 of the
comparison because you're talking about them doing it once to them doing it like half a dozen times over the course of the last 4 years.
It's weird, dude. It's weird. But Gene Luen Yang's killing it. Darth Vader 28. I don't know. That's really it, Darth Vader. And then Thor 28, which is Donny Cates back, Salvador LaRocca, and it's Thor
I honestly
versus
forget
Venom.
this comes out.
I do too. Thor really needs a creative team change. We need some new wind in that sail.
I gave
just
Donny
do.
Cates' run like an arc and a half, and I know that it was never fair, coming after Jason Aaron's run, but yeah, just
28 issues. It's time to be done, Donnie. All right, just back off. Let's just be done with it. Give it to somebody else.
I mean, he's got to finish up the whole like he fights Thanos shit that he's got set up. But
I don't even care about that anymore. We can just finish it. If people care, they'll bitch about it in a decade, and then he'll come back. X-Force number 33, very odd coming right. The X-Force 32 just dropped last week, right?
Yeah, that is a quick turnaround.
It is a very quick turnaround. I'm not sure why. I love this shit though. I love Kraven riding a dinosaur fighting Beast. I can't wait to read this. It looks like a shit ton of fun. Ben Percy has a lot of fun on all of his books. I'm still not sure why this is a Judgment Day tie-in. It doesn't feel like it has anything to do with Judgment Day.
I mean,
but
yeah, that
alas.
really doesn't look like it has anything to do with it.
There's no Progenitor. There's no Eternals.
Mm.
And then arguably the best of the X-Men titles, X-Men number 16, finishing up with, I think this is finishing up Forge, making sure that the Vault, isn't a problem. And this last issue, they set up him dealing with the Vault. And then by the end of that issue, it was him trying to get, what the hell's his name?
Darwin
out of the Vault, who's been stuck there. And they sort of had this little hint where Darwin was in the distance saying, oh, is that Forge? But we have to understand Darwin has been in this place for
millennia,
maybe thousands of years, dude. Yeah, thousands of years.
I mean, Zink was in there for like 500 years or something, right? And
yeah, dude. Yeah.
This has been so much longer since that.
Yeah. So I'm really anxious to see where all that goes. Mr. the star of the X books right now, and all the X books. It makes his cameo, and man, Joshua Cassaro killing it with the look on fucking Forge's face right there. Man, I love that. Get this guy a G.I. Joe book. Look at that chin.
That is a square.
That is Bazooka right there.
That is fucking Bazooka, dude. That is straight up Bazooka. Yeah, get Cassara on a damn G.I. Joe book. All right, so that's it from the House of Ideas. Great week from Marvel this week.
Surprisingly, it's going to be
They
a bulk
got
of my
a
week.
bunch of They have got a bunch of cool shit coming out this week. But moving on to Dynamite, Immortal Red Sonja 7, Mad Balls versus Garbage Pail Kids number 4. Throwaway garbage.
I don't even remember Mad Balls. I remember Garbage Pail Kids. I do not remember.
Mad Balls were just rubber balls that had ugly ass faces on them.
Yeah,
Like
they had.
Monster
Okay,
Balls.
well, I can see the pairing there.
They had like one animated special or
They
something.
did have an animated special. Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, well, good
lame.
for them, I guess.
It was lame.
This was like this was like the gross 80s properties fighting each other.
Yeah, when gross was cool, slime and snot and Garbage Pail Kids. We were dumb. All right, moving on to everything else. I do want to bring up Abolition of Man. It's real. I think it's the only small press book I want to bring up. Carson Grubaugh actually fed an AI image generator, one line at a time, philosophical essays by C.S. Lewis, and this is what came out. So we were talking at the beginning of this show about AI taking over. This is an example of that, AI taking over.
Well, you already beat me to the first book I was going to mention.
I know you were going to mention this.
It remains to be seen whether or not this is actually a good idea.
I don't know if the shop's going to get this.
Oh no, I doubt the shop is going to get this. I'm going to try to find it
unless
the
it was
digital
specifically
market.
requested by somebody at the shop. I don't think the shop's getting this.
I mean, this seems like it's a novelty book.
It does. It does. But eventually, I mean, isn't that what novelties become? Like mainstays and
not all
I
of
don't
them.
know, man.
I mean, the fucking Mad Balls kids.
Mad Balls.
Mad Balls still has a fucking comic. What are you saying? What are you saying?
It took 30 years.
It took 40 years. What are you talking about?
No, they just lasted long enough where they could like recycle the novelty of the previous novelty.
Okay, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, Dave, you're up.
All right. Once again, I don't know if the shop's going to get this one, but this one sounded pretty cool. It's the Alpha Betas #1.
This is from like a podcast team.
Yeah.
Like a gaming podcast sort of thing where they're basically doing Rick and Morty meets the Matrix with video games.
Which does sound like a Rick and Morty episode.
I'm not. This feels like it's a big ripoff.
Yeah, but just that like I said, I don't think the shop's gonna get it.
You shoot them in the butt, their catchphrase? What the fuck?
Yeah, shoot them in the butt is their fucking catchphrase.
Shoot them in the butt.
Maybe it's an inside joke.
It's like kick him in the nards.
I just found out these guys existed a second ago, and I already hate them.
Yo,
kick him in the nards. Your Wolfman ain't got nards.
Yeah. All right, keep going. What else?
Asa the Bard.
Yeah, I don't know if I read this first issue. I'll have to go back and see if I can find it.
It's a very coming of age story where the girl gets powers, but there's evil forces at work to try to take the powers from the girl. Nice. And now she's going on some journey to get the powers back.
So she has like a ghost torso that like comes out of her, and it's armless.
Like, I haven't read the first issue. I need to know. I need to find out. It is Pat Shand. I am friends with Pat on Facebook. So yeah, good job, sir. Scout Comics. Take a look.
What do I got pulled up? Okay, Asa the Bard. The next one that was kind of interesting to me is Dead Kingdom. #1.
Dead Kingdom.
Just basically, it sounds like a medieval kind of ghost story.
It's on Red 5 Comics. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Man, I don't know who the hell this guy is. Dude, the creator of this book.
It's some crazy name.
Etienne.
That is a workout for the tongue there.
Etienne Derapentigny. Derapentigny.
That is a.
I'm going to say it's Derapentigny for the
Try
last
saying
name.
that 3 times fast.
Yeah, I've had 4 scotches too, so if I can do it, y'all motherfuckers can do it. I will read that. I will find that and read that.
If I can pick that up at the shop, I will let you know about that. The next one is actually from Archie Comics, The Fear of the Funhouse, a one-shot.
Yeah. Where is that called? What's that called?
It's called Fear
here it is.
of
I found
Funhouse.
it. I found it. This is not characters though, is it?
I don't think so.
Oh no, it is. There's Jughead.
Yeah.
Cover. Yeah, this is like an all ages horror sort of read.
But the thing is, Archie Comics does good horror.
They do when it's
Yeah,
not
they
all
have
ages.
found a. This looks like it's not really horror,
Yeah.
but Archie has found new life as like a horror franchise now.
So let's see the next.
So yeah, I'm all into this. It looks like it even says equal parts Are You Afraid of the Dark and Goosebumps. That screams all ages to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so more kid horror and not like,
Yeah.
like, Hellraiser or something.
Which they have done.
They have done some.
I know,
awesome
yeah.
They have done a Hellraiser storyline.
They have done some awesome horror shit at Archie.
The next one is a little bit down. It's the Mindset #4 from Vault.
Cool. Not a bad book. It's been okay.
a good series. Been a good anthology series.
Yeah, it's been okay. It's been all right.
And I kind of think that's
very good writer, Zach Kaplan.
Yeah. I don't think there's a whole lot left in the independents that really piques my interest. I mean, there's Popstar Assassin 2, number 2.
Yeah, it's been all right.
It's been okay. I don't know about this one book. The shop may get it. This Postmasters #1.
Yes.
It kind of reads like that Kevin Costner from the description of it. That Kevin Costner, the postman.
Yes, I did want to come look at this one. Garrett Gunn. It seems a little too anime for me.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah, it's post-pandemic America. So yeah, the only thing functioning is really the mail, but the mailmen have to have like swords and shit so they can get the mail.
So it's mailmen with the power of God and anime on their side.
Exactly, basically.
But I do like the Postman.
I love that show. I love that movie, dude.
I love the Postman, and this thing is just like is in that wheelhouse.
All of Kevin Costner's post-apocalyptic movies get shit on out of turn.
But
Waterworld is fucking dope. I don't give a fuck.
Waterworld is great.
Waterworld is
Postman
awesome,
is great.
I think those are the only two. I was about to say, I think those are the only two post-apocalyptic Kevin Costner movies.
Just like
it sounded like you were building up to like a long list when it was just a 2-item long list.
There's only 2. Baseball, sports movies, Kevin Costner, hit or miss every time, hit or miss. But yeah, pretty good week, I got to say. At the very, very top of my list, Bone Orchard, Black Feathers #2, and then GCPD Blue. Over at DC Comics, tied for my most anticipated books for the week, and then it's really just a bunch of mainstays. The Marvel,
a bunch
X-Men
of old reliables,
shit,
your X-Men, your Nightwing, yeah.
Dave, anything out of the ordinary that you're looking forward to? I mean, Hellboy in Love. Are you going to talk about that next week?
I will pick it up. I do get the Hellboy. I do still get Hellboy books. Shaolin Cowboy is definitely a pickup for me.
Nice.
The surprise book that I'm getting is the GCPD book.
Cool. Yeah, I'm anxious I can't wait to get my hands on that.
There was another DC book. There was another DC book that I was thinking about getting. It slipped my mind. I have to go back and look at it.
I don't know.
Crashing.
Yeah, Crashing.
I kind of want to see where Crashing goes.
I don't see any other books here on the
Bone
DC
Orchard.
list that you would want. The Deceased book, maybe. Duo. It wraps though. It's a wrap on that series.
Shirtless Bear Fighter #3.
Dude. It's all the mainstays, man. This is a really basic sort of week.
I mean,
sometimes those weeks are good, man. I
mean, you'll be shocked, but there's like 6 books from Marvel that I want to get.
Dude, I am shocked.
So I mean, that is crazy. I mean, usually it's just like there'll be weeks where I don't get Marvel. Period.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, it's a good batch of books this week. We're going to talk about those books on the Sunday show. Come back Sunday. We're going to talk about those shows. I also want you to check out our pals, Leroy and Eli, over at the Comic Book Bullies. They put on a pulp culture show. They talk comics, movies, TV, sports, even anything that you would expect nerds to talk about. Check them out. They're a whole lot of fun. If you want to find links to all the shit that they've got going on and the stuff we've got going on, go over to outrightgeekery.com. A bunch of links to everything: social media, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Patreon,
OnlyFans.
Yep. Parlor. Now that Ye is buying Parlor, We definitely got to get our parlor set back up. But yeah, all the
Need to dust off the hate speech, I guess.
Need to dust off my hate speech Twitter. Also, we want you to check out the Outright Geekery Facebook group. Andy, #1 fan of the show, over there running things and killing it, having fun every day, asking the fun questions, posting the fun content, kicking out the assholes, you name it. All kinds of fun social media stuff.
Wielding the banhammer like a scalpel.
Yeah. Oh, you mean this guy? Yeah, definitely stop by. Ooh, he's reviewing Hush on Saturday. Very nice. That's going to be very fun. Creed 3 just announced. Jason Cantu. Man, I used to podcast with this guy back in the day. I love this guy.
Oh, yeah,
so
and it's going to
much.
have Jonathan Majors in it, I think, is his like opponent.
And that dude looks so hot right now.
Yeah, did you see the promo image?
Super hot right now.
Yeah,
what the fuck happened to
They released like a promotional image for it. Jonathan Majors got jacked for his role.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
The Avengers are doomed.
He got a new strategy to fight Loki in Loki season 2 because Loki ain't going to be able to resist that.
Yeah, Loki's going to be like, getting ready for like, time manipulation shit, but then like he's just going to show up and deck him in the fucking face.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
just like Cisco said you.
Yeah.
But man, I'm so glad you stopped by, Jason. I miss that guy so much. Anyway, again, thanks for hanging out, everybody. We really appreciate it. But most of all, thanks to these jokers. That's not even a joker. Thanks to these guys for hanging out with this guy.
Always fun.
Did you pick the wrong one?
Oh, I have this one too. I have both of them.
Oh, whatever.
I think Jason. Until next time, thanks for hanging out, everybody. We're gonna do it again next time.
Same geek time, same geek channel.
Man.